Mr. Lynch, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. It's, I'm trying to understand, you want to contest these matters?
I had to go back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, yeah, I had to go back in because I didn't get no prompt. I had to go back in to join in through 36 District Court website.
No, well, listen, what we're saying is that we're trying to get you an offer, but it's my understanding after talking with your lawyer that that you don't want to accept anything. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
The thing is, I don't know what court cases is being brought up. The recent ones or the one that I already have a trial for.
I think all of the cases that are on the docket, everything that's on the docket, that you already had all this stuff set for trial. And what we did probably, okay, I see what
I
happened.
sent some paperwork in, but some of those cases I got kicked out of Zoom. I send in the pictures through that document website, and I don't know, and I send paperwork to the law department for a FOIA for the court cases.
Okay, what documents did you send in to the court?
It was the case where I had got kicked out of Zoom, and I sent in the pictures where I got kicked out of Zoom. I think that was the January of this year case, and they was like, if I sent in the pictures showing that I was kicked out of the room because I thought the case was dismissed, and I got kicked out.
Okay, so what do you have any documents that relates to your driver's license, insurance, or registration?
Like told the lady, the one got me him, the judge, the person that I talked to on the last court case said we don't have no problems with you, and I said I'm going through the process of doing my documents to take care of Dearborn because Dearborn.
Right off the bat, we see the tension when the officer approaches, citing concerns about the potential weapon. Our subject stays calm and rational, immediately clarifying that what they're seeing is just a tripod. This is a masterclass in de-escalation, staying firm, explaining facts, and not letting assumptions dictate the interaction. Notice the patience. He's setting the tone without aggression.
Let me ask my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask my question. Do you have any documents that suggest that you have valid insurance, valid registration, and a valid I can run your driver's license?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything because Dearborn the one that got me hemmed up. I can't even get no insurance without no license.
Okay, so so what we're trying to do, every case that you have down here in Detroit, we call into the record. And we have two officers. The other cases are going to be dismissed, but we have two officers here that are here, and what we're trying to do is either make a resolution now, and we'll present you with an offer. And if you don't like the offer, you can just go to trial. Today is the date time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Today is the date and time set for trial. So, are you willing to entertain an offer to resolve the cases, or do you want a trial on all the cases?
I mean, which did you say? Some of them are gonna get dismissed. I only have two. I know the one that I recently got. Everything is for the same thing.
Yes. So here's the deal. Let me break it down to you. It's two officers that are here. Corporal Bennett wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date, and Officer Dunn wrote you 1, 2, 3 tickets that are up to date. The other officers that wrote you tickets are not showing up, have not showed up, and we're just going to automatically dismiss those cases. So we can get you an offer on the 6 tickets that those two officers wrote you. Are you willing to entertain the offer for those 6 tickets?
Bennett and Dunn. Bennett is the recent case, so that one I want to go to trial. I think the one I'm in trial for now is Dunn, correct?
You're on trial for both of them. Dunn and Bennett are set for trial right now.
So nobody received my paperwork, my traveling paperwork?
What is the paperwork going to tell us?
Basically, I don't need no driver license, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, that's
Here's where things get interesting. Police questioning about ID and intent. Instead of reacting emotionally, he clearly states he hasn't committed a crime and asserts his rights. This is crucial. Staying polite but firm shows the power of knowing your legal boundaries. He demonstrates that backing up and explaining facts calmly can prevent escalation. The dialogue shows the contrast between authority assumptions and citizen rights.
don't need any insurance or anything like that.
I send the paperwork into the law department, and I wanted the FOIA for the body cam and dash cams. And I haven't heard anything from them.
All right, we can get you that. We can get you that. If there's some of that exists. Corporal Bennett, can you put your appearance record, Corporal Bennett? Hold on, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
All right. So we need to get if there's any body cam or dash cam, we need to get that to Mr. Lynch.
He has to go through the law department to get that, Your Honor. If he's requesting it, he has to go through the law department.
Well, that's what he said he tried to do. He said he tried to clear. Let's see if we can get that now.
We can't get, Your Honor, our person that would do that is on vacation at this point. There's nobody in the office that can get that for him today.
Okay, now can I say something for the traffic ticket that was done? The other officer didn't put his name on.
Your Honor, can we just get an adjourn date when the people think they can have their video available?
Yeah, but I wanna just, what I'm trying to do is I don't want you to say anything as it relates to the traffic stops right now, because today is the date and time set for trial. But I'm gonna tell you this. You're suggesting, it sounds like you were suggesting that you don't have to have license or registration or insurance. Is that what you were saying?
I have documentation of that from the Supreme Court.
We see the subject navigating repeated requests for ID. Instead of compliance under pressure, he calmly reiterates legal principles, emphasizing no crime was committed. This is a textbook example of respectful but unyielding assertion of rights. His clarity and composure show viewers how to handle confrontations without fear or aggression, a must-know for anyone who values personal freedom.
Okay, my phone not seeing none of that. Only thing I'm seeing on my cell phone now. If I was on my desktop, remember last time I had issues with my desktop, so I'm on the cell phone and I don't see no chat or anything.
Well, you should be able to hit the button down there and it should
Okay,
pop
let me
up.
see. Can I see something? Cause all I see a whole bunch of squares with everybody's face.
You got to come out of that screen.
Huh?
You got to come out of that screen.
What screen I got to come out of?
The one you have to come out of the screen where everybody's face is.
Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get kicked out like I just did when I was in the breakout room.
You didn't get kicked out. We pulled you. All right.
I had to join back in through. I had to go back to 36th District Court website, get back in the Zoom room.
Okay. All right. Let's pass the matter and we'll try to figure out how to help you with the technology. And in the meantime, we need to. Do you want an attorney appointed to you, sir?
I've been trying to get an attorney. Nobody will take my case. So how if the appointed attorney don't want to accept my paperwork, then I'm up the creek like in Dearborn. So that's why I'm trying to study how to write the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm doing that right now.
All right. Well,
Dearborn is the reason why my license is suspended.
I really want to see what you're talking about, Supreme Court, because I've never seen a Supreme Court case. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I've never seen a Supreme Court case that says that you don't have to have a license or insurance or registration. Now I'll tell you this. I'll admit, I haven't seen all the Supreme Court cases, but I have never seen that. And I've seen a thousand people come in here saying that. Well, not 1,000, but a whole lot. And, and I've never seen it work.
So, when Mr. Bennett Officer Bennett pulled me over, he was like, "No, I ain't." He said, I ain't going for that sovereignty stuff." I said, "I don't know what that is. I'm talking Constitutional Supreme Court ruling."
The interaction escalates slightly with officers pressing, citing suspicious behavior. Notice how he doesn't argue emotionally. He clarifies the situation and stays observant. This part teaches viewers that being logical, precise, and transparent while documenting the interaction builds credibility. Every word is measured, every action deliberate, turning tension into a demonstration of constitutional rights in action.
After 36 is districtcourt.org.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna get it online and send it on my laptop.
I'm gonna be anxiously awaiting that. All right.
All right.
I'm
gonna send the law department thing too.
I'll be anxiously waiting all of that, and I'll pass the matter. It looks like Corporal Bennett is gonna be anxiously awaiting it. It's gonna look like Officer Dunn is gonna be anxiously awaiting it. Prosecutor Mason is gonna be anxiously awaiting it, and I'm sure Ms. Soroki is gonna be, and everybody else in the room.
When the officers continue to insist on compliance, he uses this moment to educate while staying grounded. This is about more than refusing ID. It's about reinforcing boundaries with knowledge of the law. He repeatedly stresses the tripod fact and questions the necessity of actions taken against him. This segment is valuable for viewers learning the subtle art of assertive yet safe confrontation.
Have you read everything that you're about to send me?
Yes.
No, I bet you haven't.
No, the affidavit, yeah.
No, this case stuff you're about to send me.
Yes, it's only 2 attachments. I got to get the right one because the first email was the wrong stuff.
Are we on the record? Let's go back on the record with Lynch while he's sending that. You know? Let's go back on the record with Lynch. While he's sending that, I'm going to say this. I hope you've read everything that you sent me, and because you're filing these documentations with the court, and you're suggesting that these documentations with the court are saying are in support of you not having to have a license and insurance and registration, I believe, or all 3 of the above, or at least one of them. Wait a minute. Let me finish making my record.
Okay.
You're suggesting that the Supreme Court says you need to have either none of those documents, or at least you don't have to have one of those documents. So all I'm saying is I hope that you are actually have read and gone over what you're sending the court, because as I said earlier, I've never seen anything that supports what you're saying. I get people in here that submit. I can type in "don't need a driver's license" in the search box, and they'll give me a list of cases.
Now, we reach a critical point, the discussion of potential detention. Our subject remains calm and asks clear questions, emphasizing documentation and observation. He identifies inconsistencies and maintains his rights without aggression. The lesson here is unshakable composure under pressure, an approach that reduces conflict risk and empowers viewers to assert their rights confidently.
This is the U.S. Supreme Court travel rulings. Motion to set aside default. The case number is SB 15379-421 and SB 155-47541. To whom, the dear Judge Sean B. Perkins, and to whom it may concern, the burden of truth is on me, or then it will just be my word against others' words. I, Clyde Darrell Lynch, always traveling, Supreme Court rulings on travel, along with being put in ransom for illegal profit gains against my federal freedoms / liberties and / or etc., as it is proven below, and an unnecessary burden of cash out of my pocket, etc. For what? Question mark. I do not have gold or silver to pay this debt and / or a promissory note. Driver, one employed in conducting a coach, carriage, wagon, or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals. Driving, I know everybody's looking at me like, what are you saying? Driving, operating in commerce, hire / profit. Mulberry versus Madison, 1803 case. They weren't even cars on the road. All laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Now here's what I'm talking about. Here's what the court is talking about right here. I figured he was going to bring this up because all Mr. Lynch did was he went on the Google search and searched basically, I don't know exactly the terminology, but he put driving, don't need to drive without a license. And all of these same cases come up. And this one case really bothers me because that's why I asked Mr. Lynch, did he read the cases? Are you familiar with your Black history, Mr. Lynch?
Okay, is the paper that you're reading is the one that's saying titled Supreme Court ruling and U.S. Constitution?
Yes.
Okay, that's not updated, but the other ones I sent, those are the ones that's relevant. The one that say Law Depot, it's like 6 pages. But the last 3 is the affidavit and the FOIA paper. You already seen that for the dash cam, etc. But the Law Depot, the first 3 pages is just the website information telling you how to do it. I actually went to school for criminal justice and private investigator, but I didn't finish because I got kicked out for no necessary reason. I've been fighting that ever since. But I actually went to school for business management and law, but I didn't finish. So
I see.
So technically, but I went to a Morris facility and learned the Constitution and everything. So put all that together.
The officers attempt to justify detention, but the subject calmly cites his constitutional protections. He addresses each point logically, invoking First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. Notice how he balances assertiveness and politeness, documenting everything. This part is crucial, showing how knowledge of your rights and clear communication can neutralize intimidation, even in the face of authority.
Break it down. What I asked you was, you're providing me documentation to show proof that the Supreme Court says that you don't need a driver's license to drive a vehicle, right?
Your Honor.
I'm asking you a yes or no question.
Okay, all I want to say, that Supreme Court paper, you can forget about that. That Law Depot paper is what I've been working on, and I'm still trying to figure out how to go through the court cases all the way to the Supreme Court. So I'm studying and learning how to do that, to do this, to take care of Dearborn, because Dearborn is the one that got me in limbo right now.
But what I'm saying is, I don't even see any Law Depot. I don't see any Law Depot. I asked you a question earlier. I said, I hope that you're bringing these that stuff that you're. Wait a minute. I asked you a question, and I said, I hope that you are you're sending me these papers and these cases and in support of you not having to drive with a license And I hope that you've read the cases that you're using in support of what your belief of the law is and the Constitution and stuff. And I did this, and I've done it. You're not the first person that's done it. And the reason why I ask you, are you familiar with your African American history, particularly the civil rights movement, is because you have submitted a case, Shuttlesworth versus the city of Birmingham. And you submitted this case in support of you not having to drive with a license. And it's kind of like throwing mud in Reverend Shuttlesworth's case, because Mr. Shuttlesworth, I'm sure he was a reverend. I'm sure that Mr. Shuttlesworth had a valid license and doesn't believe what you're trying to use this case law for. I wish you would have taken time to read what Reverend Shuttlesworth had to go through on this day, on April 12th, 1963, when he's trying to fight for our civil rights.
So much better, like single.
Because I think if you would have read it, you would have seen that most of what you have put in here and all the cases that you have put in here are complete. A Shuttlesworth has nothing to do with what you're talking about. And the other case.
I understand that like I stated, Your Honor, that paper is not updated. That right there, I supposed to took that out. That the Shuttleworth and through the Alabama. No, not Alabama. I supposed to have taken that out.
You're supposed to take all this stuff out because none of this stuff has anything to do with what you're talking about. None of it.
You read
actually, some of the cases,
Finally, the interaction concludes without escalation. The subject remains courteous, declines to comply unnecessarily, and reiterates his rights. The officers, recognizing the firm stance, disengage. This segment highlights the ultimate goal: assert your rights safely and clearly, protect yourself, and maintain composure. A perfect demonstration for viewers on managing police encounters legally and effectively.